Hello, friend. Today I'm going to be talking about effects of single parenting on a child. Times have really changed. Old people always argue that the modern culture has forsaken and outgrown the values taught and instilled by old customs, beliefs, and traditions. Moralists and conservative people are almost always raising their brows and expressing disgust over how current belief and cultural systems are evolving. What has become unacceptable in the old world is now becoming fast and rapidly rising trends. Taboos and outcast driving issues of yesteryear are now very common and have set minds of people that are just normal and acceptable. Single parenting. One of the issues that were raised the ire of people decades and even centuries back is the idea of single parenting. A quick look at social philosophies links single parents to adventurism and liberation of people. The Catholic Church has always been the dominating mentor and guide of traditions, norms, and living. The Church is so adamant to advocate the sanctity of the sacrament of marriage, of matrimony. That is why the procreation outside wedlock is strictly considered a ground for excommunication. It is one of the greatest sins, according to the Catholic Church, to engage in premarital sex. Single parenthood, in that sense, can be taken in as a punishment of some sorts to the people who disobey the teachings of the Church. But radical thinkers think otherwise. So, is it? Parenting is becoming a rapidly rising trend in society. Studies in the U.S. alone indicate that there are 4 single parents to every 10 parents. There are 2 single parents for every 10 adults in the country. Your great-grandparents must be really turning up in their graves, or they could be able to hear such statistics. How times have changed. The child. Becoming single parenting or parenthood is somehow a choice or a decision taken by the parents. One voice is still unheard of. It's that of the child. Psychologists and advocates argue and insist that single parenting has adverse mental, emotional, and psychological effects to the child. Tests from time to time validate that premise. Several studies have found that the child's thinking and mental mind is somehow altered or affected if that child was raised by a single parent. Although single parents must be commended for raising a child alone, he or she should not be blamed for any mental or psychological result of the situation to the child, as psychology asserts. Tests and observations have consistently concluded and found that single parenting makes children more aggressive and rebellious. Experts say the behavior could be the outcome of the angst and humiliation the child experiences while growing. Because traditional and normal families have 2 parents, the mom and dad, jointly raising kids, single parenting somehow makes the child feel abnormal, different, and unaccepted. The society can sometimes be too cruel for such children, which can make things worse. Humiliation and awkward feelings of insecurity is dangerous if left untreated or undetected in the child. That child can take the burden for the rest of his or her life. Thus, single parents and their children both need professional help through counseling. Reasonable advice and guides could be given both to the child and the single parent to make sure both of them deal with past, present, and future issues from single parenting. Counseling from professionals can form or make up a support system that will make single parenting easier and more effective. Because single parenting is no ordinary parenting, the parent and the child must learn to accept the situation minus the negative feeling. Nowadays, single parenting is becoming a normal occurrence. Society is not the judgmental anymore towards the single parent and the child. Probably it can be because of the immunity due to the rising number of single parents. Anyway, it can be a positive because at least single parents choose to be productive. Thanks so much, and please click the link in the description, and have a great day.